So today's sequence is all about boosting your mitochondria. So mitochondria is a small part of your cell. We have it in every cell, and that's where everything that we consume, nutrients through foods that we consume, can be produced as energy. But the problem with us lupus or any autoimmune patients or even anybody with fibromyalgia or even any other disease like diabetes is that we have a mitochondrial dysfunction causing a real difficulty for our cells to produce that energy, and that's why we have this fatigue. Because we have mitochondria in every cell, in our hearts, in our liver, kidneys, and even our brain, and particularly in our muscle cells. But what we do know through research is that by exercising, we can improve the health of the mitochondria. When you do that, we improve our metabolic activity so that we can decrease inflammation and improve antioxidative power to produce more good energy so that we can think clearer as well as to have more strength to push through the day. So today we're just going to be building some strength promoting exercises to kind of stress the mitochondria a little bit to see if we can get some activation going, okay? Let's first start out on our hands and knees with your palms right under your shoulders and then knees right under your hips. Tuck your toes down under, okay? And then let's press the floor away through all 5 fingers and round your back and through the shoulders, and then exhale, pull between the shoulder blades down, right? Press, 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 round your back a little bit, or a lot, as you exhale, and inhale, pull down. We're trying to facilitate the stabilizers of our shoulders. Really push, 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 like pushing the floor away, building some strength there, and down. Strength and stability. Push, push, push. And down. One more. Push, push, push. And down. Good. Let's sink our belly down towards the mat as we extend and pull our tailbone up toward the ceiling. Exhale, tuck your tail under. Really round your back as you actively push the floor away with all 5 fingers. And inhale, gaze up. And sink your belly, shoulders down. And exhale. All the way, and round your spine, and inhale up, and exhale. One more, inhale, and exhale. From there, keeping your toes tucked under, I want you to straighten the right leg. Now we're going to go sort of hinge forward and press back and stretching our left calf. Forward and back. Make sure that you're not sinking between your shoulder blades and keep your arms engaged through the process. And don't extend or hyperextend your elbows. Keep a tiny little bend and be honest with yourself about really activating all the necessary muscles. Bring the left knee down, right knee straightens. And you're going to hinge forward and hinge back. Hinge forward and back. Hinge forward and back. One more. Hinge forward and back. All right, so now I want you to just come onto your bum, cross-set your ankles and come onto your bum. We're going to start out with our arms. I know a lot of you aren't able to kind of weight bear onto your hands because of wrist issues, and some of you have rheumatoid arthritis. So I want you to hold out your arms in front of you as if you're pushing something away, right? Really push, 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 and back. And push forward. It's just like what we were doing on our hands and knees. But this time, you have no weight through your hands, right? So I want you to learn to recognize how much motion you have in your shoulder, right? Push, 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 and back. And just bring and shake out your wrists. And then I want you to extend your wrists back and then push, push the ceiling away with your hands and back down. And push, 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 and back. Again, push up, all the way up, and pretend there's a lot of load onto the palms of your hands, that there's some viscous, like thick honey that you're pushing, pushing, pushing away. And if you're like me, you start to feel your muscles get sore. And that's how weak our mitochondria are. And it's nice to sort of stimulate them to build more healthy mitochondria, as well as to create more efficiency there. Right? All the way up and down. Oh. And then let's just bend with the wrist down and back. And down and back. And down and back. And really make a tight fist and explode. Make a tight fist and explode. And make a tight fist and explode. This time, I want you to bring your elbows right by your side. We're going to push the hands out to the side as if we have like a viscous fluid there. And bring it back. And really push, push, push. And back. And 3, push, push, push. And back. And 4, and really make it weigh something, right? Really pretend like you're pushing through something resistive, like a viscous honey or something. And back. And all the way out and hold it there. And this time, what I want you to do is be palm side up. And then palm side down. Palm side up. As much rotation you can manage. And down. And up. And down. And pretty soon, I know you're feeling it, if you're like me too. You feel those muscles. Kind of have to hold it up against gravity, right? Up. Sometimes you don't need that much. It's just smart movement to sort of stimulate those mitochondria to produce that energy. And down, and up, and down. Let's bring it down and bring the left arm across the front and pull with the right hand and pull it towards your body. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And bring it back. The right arm goes in front of you and pull it back. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Let's interlace those arms behind you, your hands behind you, and pull the arms back as you gaze up. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. One more. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Good job. Now, however way you can get there, I want you to come on to standing or onto your 2 feet, right? Come up and meet me here. We're going to do a few lunges, and I really want to activate some of the bigger muscles in your body, which is really the core, as well as your hips and your thighs, okay? So what I want you to do is, I want you to place your hands on your waist. You're going to take a step forward, okay? Let's just kind of practice standing on one foot at a time. So right leg comes up, and place it down. Left leg. Do the best you can. Try not to shift too much. Right leg, and back, and left leg, and back. Right leg, and back, and left leg, and back. Feet together if you can manage, and if you feel like you're going to fall, then you can have a wider base of support, meaning that you can spread your feet wider apart. So I'm going to keep my heel toe together, and then I'm going to really, really pull my navel to the spine, so I really activate my core. And then I'm going to go high up on my toes, and slowly I'm going to bring the heels down, all the way up, and down, as slow as possible. And boy, do I feel it in all my leg muscles. All the way up. This is not only good for your proprioception and balance, stimulating your brain cells, because those are the neural cells that allow us to do that, but it really is great for all my hip muscles, my thigh muscles, front and back, as well as my calf and my ankles, everything, as well as my core, because I'm choosing to really stay activated through my core. All the way up and down as slow as possible. Up and down and up and down. Good job. And just shake it out. Now what I want you to do, I'm going to go a little bit more. So do what you can. If you can't go too far down, try to do mini ones, okay? And I'll show you what I mean. You're going to take a step forward with your right foot, all right? You're going to stay there, left leg stays behind. We're going to do a little lunges. Go down and up. Make sure that the right foot is far enough out in front so that when you bend, that the knees don't go past your toes. And back up. I'm going to go a little bit more because I want to go down a little bit more. So I want the knee to stay above the left ankle. Good. And down and up. One more. Down and up. Okay. You're going to bring your right foot back to the left. And then we're going to do the opposite side. Right foot forward. And I'm going to I'm going to pull back so that I keep my spine right above my pelvic bowl here. That I'm not leaning forward as I do this, right? I'm going to stay right perpendicular to the floor with my spine. So I'm going to go down and back. It's really great for the back. I'm feeling a lot of stretch here as well as a lot of muscle play in my left thigh as well as the back, really. It's really everywhere. Draw the navel to the spine. Forward and up. You don't have to go that far down. I want you to just stay here. Just light ones to start if this is your first time ever doing lunges, right? One more and back. And carefully bring your left foot back. And then this time we're going to go out to the right, okay? You're going to go out to the right and squat. And back, and left, squat, and back. So a little bit of a coordination, right? Right, and back, left, and back. Making sure that my upper body is perpendicular to the floor, that I'm not leaning forward or hunched forward, right? Really using my leg muscles and trying to stay coordinated. You can do a tiny little bend like this. You don't have to go all the way down, but you're going to feel your muscles, right? We're going to stay on the left this time. We're going to pulsate down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And step the left foot back, step it out with the right. Again, go down, we're going to pulsate down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Step the right foot back. This time, I'm going to transition to the back. So with the right foot, I'm going to step back and do a tiny little squat and back up, left, and back. So a lot of stability. Right, then shake it out. And this time, I want you to step the right foot out and then the left foot out so that you have a wider base, right? We're going to bring our arms a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and inhale up and exhale as you sink your hips down, trying to stay perpendicular to the floor with your spine. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale. And inhale up and exhale. And inhale up and exhale. And inhale up and exhale. This time, bring your arms out here, and then you're just going to pulsate down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Bring your arms down, heel toe your feet together, and let's just do a quick little flow to just kind of stretch our muscles, okay? So you're going to inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, flex from the hips, and bring your upper body down. Inhale, lift your chest forward, palms flat, right foot back, left foot back. Bring your knees down. Slowly bring your upper body down, pull up, tuck your toes down under, push your hips back, take a deep breath in, and exhale. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. Notice how I'm not straightening my knees all the way, so you can kind of stay here. So as long as you can actively press the spine away or press the floor away with the palms of your hands. From here, you can work up to straightening one knee at a time, so it's not so much, right? Taking a deep breath in and exhale. Just staying in this downward dog pose is really a lot of strength building exercise anyway. Bring your knees down, cross at your ankles, and sit on your bottom. So now what I want to do is I want to do what's called the Navasana in yoga, just to build a little bit of core. So what I want you to do is sit with your fingertips pointing towards your bottom, and keep your elbows back behind you. And see from here, pull your chest forward and lift your chest up. Okay, from there, see if you can come high up on your toes with your feet. And then if you're able to, bring the right leg, right shin parallel to the floor, and then the left. So you're in Navasana, right? And see if you can kind of come forward. Try to grab at the ankles of your feet and see if you can stay here. Do you feel how activated your core is? And you just sort of sit there and see if you can balance on your sit bones. This is a very good start, and it's great for your hip flexors, because those are the muscles that we don't really use. And this really activates the deep part of your core, which I love. Right? And bring your feet down. If you're able to, keep your feet shoulder width apart. Bring your hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards your bum. With really pressing firmly through all 5 fingers of your hands as well as your feet, you're going to really draw the navel to the spine. And then lift your bottom up if you're able to. And then look back, getting a good stretch on the front side. If you're not able to, don't worry. It's not the end of the world. It'll happen soon enough. Even if you're just here a little bit, you see how strength building that is for your glutes and your thigh muscles. That's still so good. So I want you to kind of practice kind of working up to lifting all the way up using your muscles. Okay, so a lot of people try to do that just hanging on the bones, like slouched over, and you try to do this on your bones. Like, my arms are hurting, and that's very bad. But if you can really activate all the supportive muscles, especially the core, to lift up light, so it's not so hard at all. It's not all on my shoulders. It's not all on my legs. It's even amount of weight on my hands and feet. So these are some things I don't want you to put off, like, oh, I can't do that, but I want you to kind of keep showing up to see if you can improve over time, okay? So if you're able to, I'm just going to go a little bit further because we work so much in the legs, I want to stretch out the front part of your legs. So if you're able to, cross at the ankles, or however way you get there, I don't care. Palms forward, and see if you can bring your left leg back, and keep your right foot between your hands, okay? And if you're able to, see if you can touch or lower your left knee down, and lift. Lower your left knee down and lift. At no point should your kneecaps be on low. Kneecaps should, oh my goodness, I can't talk. At no point should your kneecaps be right on the mat, like loading a lot of the weight or bearing a lot of the weight, because that's when we can cause a little bit of an injury. Notice how like I'm on top of my knee, as opposed to right on my knee. So that's not so good, especially if you're going to load some weight on it. So we're just gently tapping down and coming up. Gently tapping down and coming up. I have a lot of weight on my hands. Up and down, up and down. See if you can hinge from your hips to pull your hips back as you straighten into the right leg and really stretching the opposite hamstrings. Now, I don't have a whole lot of weight on my knee. I have a lot on my heel, and I have a lot on my hands. And keep your chest open. Hinge forward, take a deep breath in, and exhale. Good. So we're going to hinge forward again. Step if you can. Step the right foot forward. If you want to take mini steps like this, that's fine. This time, you're going to take the right foot back. So same thing, what we did on the opposite side, right? Bring your right kneecap down and up, or top of the knee down and tap and up. You should feel a good stretch in the right hip, and down and up and down. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. We're going to hinge back, and come onto the left heel, toes up, chest open. Take a deep breath in and exhale, making sure that you're not bearing too much weight onto the right knee. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. All right, so I'm going to step with palms flat. I'm going to step my right foot forward a little bit, multiple steps. And then I'm going to take a deep breath in and exhale, bend my knees a lot. However way you need to get there, I want you to just come onto your bum. Okay? From there, I want you to extend your heels away from your bottom, or you can choose to scooch your bottom away from the heel, whatever you choose. I want you to hinge forward from the hips and have that good contact, belly to thigh contact. Take a deep breath in and exhale, and relax your upper body over your legs. Relax your head, take a deep breath in and exhale. And see if you can extend the heels further away or alternate, drawing the heels, opposite heel away from the hip. You're getting a good stretch into those hamstrings. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Walk your hands back. Right. And then pull the soles of your feet into, I'm going to face you, soles of your feet into your crutch. You can either sit on a block under you to kind of create more openness in your hips. If you have tight hips that you're doing this and you're slouched over, this will allow a little bit more opening, okay? Whatever you've got near you, it can be a phone book or a bunch of books or magazines. You can create a little bit of a lift under your sits bones. That's going to be great for you. Sit up nice and tall, and then hinge Inch forward from your chest. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And come up. Extend the right leg out. Keep your left heel into your crotch. I want you to bring your right hand on the outside of the left knee, left hand right behind you, and twist back. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. Slowly bend, you're in this twisted position, slowly bend your right elbow down. If you can't, keep it straight. Lift your left arm up toward the ceiling and take a deep breath in and exhale. And if you have enough length, you can slowly start to bend your right elbow. Take a deep breath in and exhale. It's a lot of stretch on the left side of the torso. Opening up your chest up toward the ceiling, take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Bring it back. Let's do the exact opposite. Bring the right heel in, left leg out. Twist over to the right side. Look back. And from there, I want you to reach with your left hand towards your left ankle. Lift your right arm up and really stretch. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And slowly start to bend your left elbow. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Bring it back and loosely just cross your ankles or sit in a comfortable position, however way. If you can't do that, you might just be here. Take a deep breath in with your arms, gaze up, and bring your arms down. Take a deep breath in, inhale, and exhale. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. So I hope that was helpful. The more you can do that, the more you will improve. So please come back to that, and I hope you enjoyed.